Oh, good morning. Okay, today's Revit tip for all you fine people out there is about repeating details. Now, in Revit, we know that we don't draw every single thing. In fact, let me take you to Revit and show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to put me back over there. There we go. I've got Revit opened, and here's our little building that we like to work with. This is just our little architect's office, okay? And if I go to the floor plan, here we are. We know in Revit that the walls don't have every single stud in them, okay? Because we don't need to put them all in there. Revit represents the wall as linear objects. Like this is the area for the brick, and this is the area for the chipboard, and this is the area, the layer in the wall, if you will, for the joists. It's the same. Let's go to a section. It's the same when we're in section. The floors don't represent themselves as every single joist. Okay? It is a layer of, this thickness is the area where the joists are. And this area it's thinner, and this is the area where the chipboard, or not the chipboard, but the plywood is, and so on. So it works with the roofs as well. So after a while working in Revit, you realize that when we are in a section, or we are in like a wall section or a building section, we have to kick up the level of detail a little bit higher for these items, just to be more representative. So let's take it from there. A repeating detail will give us, okay, let me back up. If you just put a detail, let's say we go make a detail component of on this floor, we go make a detail component of a joist so that we can see the ends of the studs. In fact, let's go do that. Let's go do that right now. I'm going to say File, New, okay? And I want a new family. And when the choices pop up for all my different families, I'm going to come down here. Look at this. We want a detail item. We don't want to actually make a physical object. We're just putting in two-dimensional visual jazz on our section to make it look like all the joists are there. We're not actually putting them in. Okay, so I click on detail item. And when it pops up, it gives you, this is your playing field. Here it is, detail. When you place it in, it comes in at the crosshairs of these two items, even though these won't show up. So let's just do it. We're gonna draw a detail item here, okay? I'm gonna go up. Let's say we want a 2 by 10, okay? So we're gonna go up 9.25 inches, right? Okay, 9¼ inches. And we're gonna come over 1½ inches, bam, okay? And then we're gonna come down. So what do we have there? We have ourselves the makings of a 2 by 12, yay! I mean a 2 by 10. Okay, so I highlight that as a detail item. If I want to, I can I can make this a medium line or a heavy line or a hidden line or light line. So look, if I go medium, that looks good. I would like that to be medium. So there's my detail item. And then I can say, I would like another line, but this time I want it to be a nice light line. So look at that. I can put my, at this scale, I'm probably not going to put the X inside it, okay? Let me just show you. What we've got here is just a joist. We're ready to go. So, wait for it. We've got a 1 by 10 ready to go. And so I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it on my desktop just for the sake of speed here with us. Okay, look. This is a 2 by 10 joist for my great section. So you can call it whatever you want. Work with me here. I'm going to hit save, okay? And then look at this. I'm going to load it into my project and close it. So now, here I go in my section, okay? I'm going to go to my section. Where's my, there's my section. If I want to put my detail item in here, I could go to my detail components, architect, annotate, look at that. And right here's my components. On my drop down, I got detail components and repeating details below it. We're going to get to there in a second. But here's my detail. If I click on my detail, the last one I just loaded is ready for me. It's my 2x10 joist for my great section, okay? So if hey, what in the world? Oh, here's my floor. So if I wanted to put this guy in here, okay, it snaps right there. Oh, great. So I've got my joist there's the end board right there. And so I can say, copy it over, let's see, 16 inches. And then copy it over another 16 inches, because there's 16 inches on on center. That could take a little while if I have a big building. Plus, what if someone changes the spacing? Then I have to go back and redo them all. That's where the repeating details come in. Wait for it. Look at this. I'm going to get rid of that. In fact, I'm going to get rid of the first one. Oh no, I got rid of the one I needed. No, watch this. Here we go. What I'm going to do is make a repeating detail for you. I'm going to go to the repeating detail. It's under annotate and drop down under component. You go to repeating detail. And I look over here and I've got a handful in my project. Wood siding, metal decking, CMU blocks, blah, 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 blah. So if I click on, here's one, brick with mortar, okay? What it's doing is it's taking a detail item that I already have and it's repeating it for me. That's all. So if I click on this, look at this. As I pull, it's adding bricks because each one brick is a detail item. If I had said I would like it 8-inch sections, it adds an 8-inch section every single time. Okay, that's nice. I like that. And if I was to click on 8-inch CMU, ding, 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 every time I click as I pull it. So that being said, I'm going to take one of those. Let me just go to repeating detail, any one of them. I'm going to hit edit type and I'm going to hit duplicate because I'm making a new one. And this one's going to be called 2x10 joists for the flooring. See, I can name it whatever I want. Now, once you get it, let me move my face out of the way. Once you've got your new repeating detail type, it wants to know which detail object that you're using to repeat. And it's right here. On this drop down, there are many detail items that we can use. But if you recall, I called it a 2x10, wait for it. There it is, 2x10 joist for my great section. That's what I'm going to use. Now the layout and how often the layout is a fixed distance. Now I could make it be a fill the available space in. I could make it a fixed distance, which I prefer because I can set it at 16 inches or 24 inches on center, whatever. I could make it a fixed number, like I could put these in and say, I want 12 of them, or I want 13 or 14, okay? Or a maximum spacing, and it will do a maximum spacing within 2 points. But let me keep it on fixed distance for now. We have a fixed distance of every 8 inches. And there's another button for inside or outside, and rotation. This is amazing, isn't it? So let's just stop right there. I'm going to say, okay. And now what I've got, I need to click, and as I start to pull to the right, it puts in one. And it's putting them in every 8 inches. And if I go upward, it's putting them in every 8 inches. Well, that doesn't work for me. I'm going to pull a few out. I'm going to go, those kind of didn't go where I wanted. So go back to editing the type. I better rotate those guys, okay? I can drop down. Look, you can rotate it. You can't rotate it to any angle you want. It's locked into the cardinal directions. North, south, east, west, 90 degrees, okay? So I'm going to say, go counterclockwise 90 degrees. And let's take a look at that. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. See those joists coming in? And all I got to do is pull this line. When it reaches that 8 inches that it's set at, every 8 inches, it'll place one, okay? Now, let's look at this. It's right there. I'm going to see what that button does. That is inside. So I check the box for inside. It doesn't do anything for me, does it? Maybe it's because it's inside. Oh, the object. Okay, that's good. Look at this. When I get right to the edge of it, it'll turn it off right there. See that? Because the object has to be fully inside my line before it appears. Okay? So I'm going to switch it back to not requiring it to be inside. And so now the detail, look at this. As soon as I get to the insertion point, it appears. But less than the insertion point, it won't. See that? That's what that means. That your object has to be fully inside or up to the insertion point. Okay? But this is really nice and all, but I would like these at 16 inches on center. 16 inches. Bam! Look at that. So you can adjust this on the fly. And I just drag this all the way to the other side. Now that worked out perfectly. If it didn't work out perfectly, let's just say it didn't. That's just amazing, okay? That blows me away that hit perfect. Okay, let's just say it didn't. If it threw the last one way outside the wall or right close, you can stop short, okay? Pull your cursor, stop short, and then pull a single detail for that. I would just go up to Component and grab my joist, and I can bring one in here. Now, the best thing about these is, hey, get my face out of the way. Okay, there. The one good thing about this is you can go align and lock. You can use align and lock to get these to move where you want. Let's just say you wanted it right there. So you can, if your spacing's not perfect, you can put a single at the end. But look how quick that is. How fantastic that is for detailing. I use this, and I'll just talk to you. I use this for dental molding on the elevation. You don't need to build the dentals as 3D, even though I have in some projects built 3D dental molding and placed it on there. This way you can just go done on your elevations, just done. I use it for the brick ties inside a wall every 16 inches vertically. I use it for the brick. I use it for block. This is valuable. Repeating details will speed up your design or your detailing process when you come to your sections. All right? So I hope that helps you guys. I hope you have a fantastic day. Get out there, make yourself a detail, bring it into your project and set it up. Duplicate one of your existing repeating details and then rename. Of course, make your own repeating detail and try it out. It's really going to speed up your detailing. All right, until next time, have happy Reviting, and I'll talk to you later. All right, okay, bye-bye.